Ooh, I saw him come up and eat it. That was awesome. There we go. There we go. There we go. There's one. There we go. You got bit too.
Larry catches the biggest bass.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. If I look a little bit different, it's because I recently dropped my camera in the water on that creek float we went on. So I'm on my shorts camera, but new camera's coming. But in the meantime, I was in Dix a couple days ago. I found this combo and I'm coming in here to buy it today. And we're gonna take it, do some fishing with it. This is the most popular rod series in the world. And we're gonna go get it. And I want you to guess what it is before we go into Dix and pick it up. So we're gonna go in, pick it up. We're gonna take it on some fishing adventures. We're gonna go hit some ponds, some small lakes, and see what we can do with the thing. I'm pretty excited. Ooh, look at that, crispy. You know, guys, Dix used to be like my #1 go-to spot for fishing stuff and hunting stuff. But they took all their hunting stuff away, and now it seems like every time I come in here to look at fishing stuff, there's less and less stuff. So we're just gonna get the combo today because I personally just want to try it. Ooh, look at this. I've always wanted to get one of these. We might leave out of here with one of these. That's why I don't need to come into these stores not supervised. Let's see if we can find it. Hopefully they still have them. They have a big stock of rods. These are all spinning rods. It was on a bait caster. Here it is. Let's see what we got here. $79.99, so 80 bucks. That is a left hand. I'm not left-handed. Maybe a right hand. All right, so this is a Ugly Stik GX2 bait casting rod or casting rod. It's pretty thick and stout. I like it though. It has big grips on it, and it is a 6.6 medium. And we're gonna get it and take it out and do some fishing with it. It also has an Abu Garcia Vengeance reel on it. I've used this reel a lot in the past, and I really do like it. I think it's a great reel, and I'm pretty sure it used to retail for like $30 or $40, and it's a really good reel. You know, I think this is a good combo because you know for a fact there's no shot to snap an ugly stick. Like there's pictures of guys I've seen that have like chainsaws and they're hanging off the end of the ugly stick. I'm gonna pop some up right now and see like what people have put on the end of one of these. We should try to pull our truck with this. So with that being said, we're gonna grab this thing and then we are gonna go to our closest pond and try to catch some big mouth bass on it. So see y'all in a second. All right, enjoy. Just throw me a rod. I can jump from right here. Oh, dang it. I left my sunglasses. It's okay. You can run?
No, it's okay. I'll be all right, Rolando.
You gonna want them, dude.
No, it's all right. No, it's...
You sure?
Yeah. Father God, thank you for first waking us up this morning. Thank you for the safe travels. Thank you for just the ability to be able to come out here and fish today. We want to just pray for your hand of safety as we fish and just stay with us. Thank you for friendship, fellowship, and yeah, amen.
Amen. Got it all right, man.
Hopefully, we don't see any snakes today. I was going to pray, hopefully we don't see any snakes, but I feel like that's kind of, the Lord might put one in our way to send us a different direction. I've seen like 2 or 3 out here. But it would be awesome if we could go without that today. Yeah. All right, guys, so we are going to rig up our Ugly Stik combo. I rigged this thing up with 17-pound fluoro last night. 17 is a little bit heavier than what I normally like to go, but the rod is just so stout. I feel like 17 was probably the best route. So we're going to, I think we're going to start off with the wacky rig. Might be kind of heavy to throw, but they say the Ugly Stik is the #1 selling rod in the world, not just America, but Ugly Stik GX2, that's what's on this thing. And I feel like it would be, like, this is a good bait caster probably to do anything with. Like, I don't know, when I see Ugly Stik, I just think catfish, and I might take it catfishing, who knows. But today we're going bass fishing. This might be the only like 6.6, what is this, 6.6 medium heavy? Yeah, 6.6 medium. That's the only 6.6 medium rod that I would comfortably feel like taking fishing for like big striped bass. one of our wacky rig hooks. There we go. And like any like isolated structure you see, like those sticks up there, they're always worth a cast too. Because like sometimes the fish will get on that type of stuff. Alrighty, let's see. And for our worm, we're gonna go with the black with the chartreuse tail. We're gonna go sink. I feel like we've been throwing a lot of wacky rigs. You guys should be proud. We haven't been hammering them with the frit side. But just this time of year, there's so much different stuff that could work, and something different could be working at every pond you go to. So, the wacky tool. This is the one we got out of our Temu kit. And they're kind of not necessity. I feel like you can do it without it, but I just enjoy using them. Just makes it a little bit easier. All right, we're gonna get our first cast. So, I've used a Vengeance reel before. I had one probably 2 or 3 years ago. I still have it. I never really threw it a whole bunch. There's no particular reason. I just had, you know, combos that I enjoyed using more. But it was a nice reel, and then I like the price point of it too. Go ahead and tighten it all the way down. That's always my first steps whenever I get a new bait caster, because there's nothing like putting fresh line on a bait caster than backlashing at the first cast. And don't ask me how I know that. Lots of experience. And then just kind of back it off as I go. Because each one's different, and then like each one of the same brand can be different too. They can loosen it up a little bit more. Check our drag too. Drag's tight. You know, this rod is stiff. It has like a lot of backbone to it, but it's also just a medium action. But I feel like it's really more close to like a medium heavy than just a true medium. You know, medium, something I would want to throw a jerkbait on. I'm throwing a Texas rig on this one. But the real test is going to be when we hook into one of these 8-pounders out here. And also we have Mr. Kyle with us. We've been fishing tournaments with Mr. Kyle. He's starting his content journey. So we're hanging out. I'm just thankful that somebody will fish with me during the week. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's a white. There we go. You got bit too. Double up, double up, double up. There we go. Oh, that was a sign, dude. We both got bit. Dude, throw back in there. You got another, he'll eat it. Oh, look at the tail on this one. It's like extra bloody. Hey, that felt good. I got distracted. I wasn't even thinking about mine. I saw your blow up. Calm down, Bass. Yeah, that felt good. He held on to it for a little bit. That's not a natural bloody tail. That's like something got after it. Hey, calm down, Bass. I'm gonna put you back as long as you don't hook me. If you hook me, you're gonna have to spend more time in the boat. There we go. There's our first one. Not a bad one. But yeah, guys, I don't know. We got 8 at the same time, so that was kind of hard for me to, to think about my fight. Especially when there was a topwater blow up at the front of the boat. Like, did you hook them? But yeah, I mean, this medium rod definitely has some backbone to it for sure. All right, guys, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna tie a coal shad. I don't know if I've ever thrown a coal shad in here. Everybody that I've brought out here that was like, you know, kind of knew what they were doing, they're just like, dude, if you don't flip in here, you're fishing half of it. Especially like when it gets hot in the summer. It's kind of like it's one of those almost like guarantee things because nobody does it. I mean, shoot, there's some stops, like there's some spots that you can flip in that you'll catch, you know, 3 or 4 out of like one little hole. There you go. There you go. There it is. It's a good one. On the wacky rig. You don't have to walk home now. All right, guys, so we are switching up. We didn't have any luck at all in the big ponds this morning. Well, we caught one apiece, but we need to catch a few more. So we switched up. We are at some little neighborhood ponds now. We're gonna do some pond hopping with these combos. Normally there's a few to be caught just like casting down the bank, but it is.
I have a chatterbait with a gold blade or a spinnerbait.
We'll know rather quick in this one too. There we go. Oh no! I've missed so many bites on this combo. I don't think I can blame the combo. I think I'm just getting, you know, that one kind of felt like a bluegill or a big green sunfish. Probably just had the edge of my worm, but we haven't had a lack of bites so far today. We've gotten a lot of bites, and we're trying out some new spots. Like, I would love to come down here and put my kayak in and just float. Not sure how far it goes, but we just got bit, so that's a good time. When I walked over this bridge right here, there was a bass that spooked off from that muck right there, so I know they're in here. This spot definitely gets a lot of pressure. There's like soft plastics all on the ground. I don't know, it just looks like a good bass spot. This side looks like it would be good to sneak around on and catch fish. Ugh. He talked about somebody driving. Oh man. Well, guys, we are back for another day of fishing with this Ugly Stik combo. We went out yesterday. It wasn't for a lack of trying. We had Kyle with us, and he caught a whole bunch of them. So today, I'm gonna try to catch a few. I'm laughing because my dad was just telling me, since I'm on this bike, he's like, hey, watch out for like the construction workers in this neighborhood. They fly around the corners and everything. And then I look up, he's right there. I look up and he's just gone. You're talking about people driving fast. But all right, whoa, almost went down there, but we didn't. Almost only counts the hanger, nails, and horseshoes. All right, so one adjustment I should have made last night that I didn't make. I think 17-pound test is a little heavy for this combo, but it's okay. I need to get a cast down in there before I walk up on that. There's a lot of like ripples and whatnot, and turtles. And we fished probably about, what, 6 or 7 ponds last night. Didn't have a whole bunch of luck. Oh, those are all caught. I ended with this little pink worm. I had a couple of bites on it, so maybe we'll be able to kind of pick up where we left off at. That's a good sign. Somebody left a Berkeley bullet pop out here. Don't leave it. Just put it right here so nobody should step on it or nothing. But love seeing the Berkeley stuff out here. And I literally just made a cast up shallow too. It's a pretty good one. This might be the highest I've ever fished the water up here. Ah, there's one right there. Ooh, I saw him come up and eat it. That was awesome. That was awesome. Watch that. Oh my goodness. That was insane. I literally saw him come up and eat that. Whoa. Let's get him unhooked. On the jerk shad, baby. It's crazy I threw the cold shad so much and didn't hook any. And through the jerk shad, got bit. One thing that's awesome, that's like a 3-pounder. I just kind of breezed over the fact of that. That was so cool. He just came up and slurped that right off the top. And my hook went right back where it's supposed to be. Look at that, power jerk shad, baby. That's what you need. Hooked him. I could have cast that right back in there. I didn't even have to adjust it at all. But so I started off with the wacky rig, switched to the cold shad. One thing I do need to get better at, and I'm very aware of, I need to start switching my lure up, because I made a full lap, hadn't caught anything, and one came up and ate that at the very end. So this is what Kyle was catching fish on yesterday. This is just a Berkeley 5-inch fluke or jerk shad, and it's a great little soft plastic jerk bait, and you work it just like a jerk bait. Or sometimes, like, typically when I throw it, I use a belly weighted hook just because it falls a little bit faster. So if I'm fishing in open water, you know, a fluke can have a very slow fall rate. Also depending on like the salt content. I need to try the Maxent version because they might have a little bit more salt, but when you put that belly weighted hook on it, that flutter is a lot faster, if you can see that. So I really like it, you know, rigged with that belly weighted hook, because when I cast it out in the middle, I know I can kind of get down to that 6 to 8 foot range a lot faster. You know, I cast it out, count to 5, and it's down where it needs to be. And then especially when you start working it, it'll start to dive down a little bit deeper too. Dang, that was cool. I mean, he came and ate that right there at the bank. I was about to say at the boat, but we're not on a boat. At the brick. He came and ate it right at the brick. Ooh, there we go, there's another one. I saw that one come up and hit it too. Gosh, this is so much fun. Watching them eat it. He set my line up, my bait up my line. There we go. There's number 2, boys. Not as big as the first one, but look how fat he is. Golly, this is so much fun. I love these little green fish. They're so much fun to catch. What's your PB? Comment down below. What's your PB lifetime and for the year? This isn't either one of my PBs for the year. I think I have a, I don't know. I can't remember. I caught one big one somewhere. Maybe like a 5 or a 6. And then lifetime is a 9.3. Sweet. It's fish number 2, baby. I don't really like it on that general, on that wacky rig setup. I did like it throwing the cold shad, and this fluke throws pretty good with it. So definitely you want to throw like a little bit heavier of a lure on it. I think that's probably where you'll get the most amount of value out of it. I will say it is very bulky. Like, I'm not sure if it's designed to be like a, you know, just a largemouth combo. I think it would be perfect for like catching striped bass, you know, maybe not 40, 50 pound stripe, but I would take this thing to like the river if I don't know what I'm going to be catching. You know, there's 4 and 5 pound bass in it, somewhere that you know like there's a good quality of fish. I think it might be a little bit of an overkill just because it's so, I mean, it's an ugly stick. It has some good backbone. It's supposed to be a medium, but it feels like it could be a, you know, it could be a medium heavy any day of the week. You know, another company might call this a medium heavy. Like it's not very flimsy, but it is sensitive enough, or not even sensitive enough. It is pretty sensitive. Yeah, I would love to be able to put like a camera, like a really small camera on jerk bait or just whatever lure I'm throwing, and watch bass, like either look at it or try to come up and eat it. Is that a bald eagle flying over the lake? No, I don't think so. Whatever it is, has a white head, but the tail doesn't look right.
There we go. There we go. There we go. That might be a good one. There we go. Oh yeah, that is a good one. It's the biggest of the day. We're gonna weigh this one. This one has some meat on his shoulders. What a good fish. Must have just cast it right up on his head. He's thick. Give him some drag. I feel like that perfect drag slip didn't slip too much. This reel is nice. The only thing I don't like about it is there's no clicks. Drag's not clicking. Well, that clicks, but like the spool tension doesn't click. I mean, shoot, this is probably gonna go, I don't know, 5. I probably shouldn't do this, but we're gonna try it. Boom, baby. That's the biggest one of the day. How about that? We got like a 2-pounder, probably a 3-pounder, and this one might go, I don't think he's gonna go 5, but he's fat. Go ahead and get the scale out and see. Ooh, what a good fish. Ooh, somebody gave you a good hook set, dude. A little bit of blood on the tail. It's a good one. I don't know if that's like spawning blood though. Let's see what he's gonna weigh. What do y'all say? I'll say 4.8. It'll probably be bigger than that though. Let's see. 4.2. Not a bad one. Awesome. See you later, sir. Biggest one of the day. See ya. There he goes. That was pretty cool, casting on his head like that. I love it. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Just what a 4-pounder to start the day. I kind of switched from coffee, guys. I started drinking tea, and one, I just think I like it better. It doesn't like send me to the bathroom as bad, especially going on long trips. But I say that to say I've been drinking my tea before I've been going fishing. I drank a little bit of it this morning, and then I was like, I probably don't need to drink all this because I had a good feeling about this today. And like I say, when I drink coffee and I'm on the kayak, I'm like, you don't need coffee when you're catching them on top water or when you're catching big fish. So same thing goes for, when you're catching them from the bank too. If you got that feeling, it makes me fish a little bit harder. I'm like, I didn't have my coffee. I didn't have my little bit of caffeine this morning, which I try to stay away from, but I am guilty, drinking 2-3 cups of tea a day now. I felt him hit it twice and then I just saw him. Not as big as that last one, but definitely a good fish. Man, what a blessing. What a blessing. We got big fish this morning, baby. It's hard not to like a combo when you're hooking up on it every cast, or you've caught a few good ones on it. It's hard not to say something good about it. But I like it. The only thing that I think is weird is just the size of like the grips, but the grip does have a little taper in it, so like when you're casting, your hand goes to like the taper and it fits in your hand well. I do like the big grips for, maybe if I was casting like a bigger bait all day. I think it is a comfortable rod, and it is a good sturdy rod, and it is sensitive. So I mean, this is probably like, if I had to set the hook 100 times on 10-pound bass, I would want this rod to do it with. So if you're just looking for like a good meat stick, you saw me, I sent it at some lures, sent it at branches yesterday. This is one of those rods that you buy one of and you never have to worry about again. Lord forbid anything breaks on you, but if anything does break, I'd put $1 billion on the reel going before the rod. Like the GX2, there's a reason why it's the most popular rod in the world. Oh, did I get him? Oh, I missed him. Dang it. I need to tie my drag up. I loosened it on that last fish. I feel like I say this every time I fish one of these, but I caught my first ever bass on a fluke. Pretty sure it was a Zoom fluke with a chartreuse tail. And, I fished with it when I first started. I was heavy into flukes. Then I switched to lizards. Then I started to buy like the jawbone crankbaits from Dick's because they would go in like 2 for $10 sales. My mom would have a 10 off 50 coupon. She would get something worth $20 and she would let me get $30 worth of fishing stuff. So I would always, I had a whole bunch of like those crankbaits and lipless cranks, and then I would get like the Zoom lizards in the white with the chartreuse tip flukes.
And I fished with them, and then I just kind of stopped. You know, I switched from them, started discovering other things, whether that's, you know, other soft baits or Senkos or, you know, big worms, crankbaits, whatever. And I've just recently kind of came back to them. I haven't started back with lizards, but man, I tell you, these lures are so legit, so legit. You see, I threw a crankbait, a coal shad, and everything. There's times for everything. Like a wacky rig was working really good, and now it's kind of been like fluke time. Like kind of now and that. I guess we're in post spawn, and it can be slow. Like I personally had a slow day yesterday, which you saw Kyle, or y'all didn't see his perspective, but he caught a whole bunch of fish on one of these. So I don't know, it's just kind of what's working right now, and it seems like it's working, you know, in a lot of the ponds that we fish. There we go. There's one. There's one. Right there at the bank. I didn't see him eat it. I just saw like a dark flash. It's like, that didn't feel right. And then my line got heavy. I was like, that really doesn't feel right. There we go. That's another good one. What was that one that we caught? 4-1. I should have reweighed it. I like a reweigh on that one. There we go. There is, what is that, number 4? Could be, what, number 5? I think we only missed one, like, that we actually truly hooked up on. Sweet. See you, sir. Check our line. We got 17 pound on here, so it should be pretty good. Oh, there's one right behind it. Oh, he had it. Dang. I mean, I've seen, what, 4 or 5 that have been up behind it but didn't get it. I'd love to see all the ones that, like, I just haven't seen. You know, they were way far away. Like, I think I got the big one to come up behind it when I was way back there, but I wasn't really paying attention. But like the swirl that came around my bait was too big for it to have just been the bait, you know. There, oh my gosh, I pulled it from him. I know y'all saw that. That was a bass. I just snatched that right out of his mouth. He might eat it again. There we go. Oh my gosh, I pulled it from him too. There was another one. Just took it from him. Yeah, I did right on those first couple ones. I like made sure they had it and I waited. But these last few, I've just gotten excited. I've seen the blow up and I have taken it from them. So just gotta do better. That's what's happened literally on every single fish over here. I could be at what, like 6 or 7 by now. Thing I have enjoyed about setting the hook on this rod, it just feels like it gets so like stiff once it gets like right in here. Like this is the, you know, real start of the backbone, and it's just all the way through here. It's like these fish ain't going nowhere. And I'm glad that we've hooked all bigger ones today, so I was able to feel that. Like that's why I say with confidence, I feel like if you were to take this thing and go catch like big stripe on it, now I don't know about like 60, 70 pound stripe, but you know, anything under 50, 60 pounds, it's an ugly stick. It could probably handle whatever you throw at it, but I mean, this thing is awesome.